done, Grandpa!
To think her father's just standing outside right now.
All done? Well, aren't you such a good girl, Yume?
And with Victor new. Oh dear.
Yume. So that's her name.
Come to think of it, your eyes are the same color as hers. Tch. Would have been a better twist if she was someone else's kid.
No, it would not.
Not to you, no, but... I hope we did the right thing by telling him where she lives. I have my doubts too, but it's not as though she's married. And I'm not sure how we could have talked our way out of telling him after our reactions earlier. Yeah, we're all like, oh my god! Like, what, you know something? No, nothing. Don't know anything, what are you about? I can't believe the diva of the diner used to date this guy.
Well, sorry for not living up to your standards. I really do appreciate your help finding her, though.
Again, it was just that case of like, she's downstairs right now. Back then, you know.
But where is Paulette? I don't recall seeing her earlier either.
Maybe buying extra stuff? Sounds about right at this time of day. Fio's helping her, but I'm sure she still needs to go out herself sometimes.
Oh, you'd be surprised just how much of a help that little one has been.
Does she know he's standing right there? Paulette? How long have you been standing there?
Huh. I was just over at Brenda's store buying some extra seasonings. Oh.
Ah, there we go.
Hey, it's, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Just speak to her, mate. No. Dude's going for it, huh?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Dude.
Ah, do we have ourselves a new customer?
Ooh!
It's nice to meet you. I'm Paulette, an employee at this bistro. So, you must be a friend of Van's?
Rest in peace. Her reaction comes as no surprise, of course.
Yeah, you could say that. Sorry. It looks like I mistook you for someone else. I suppose I should get out of your hair now. I'll wire you your mirror as soon as I get a chance.
Maxim? Sorry to burst your bubble when you're trying to play it cool, but you're leaving your Lino here?
I can see you've had quite the busy day. It's almost time to close up shop for the day, but if you haven't eaten yet, you're welcome to come in for something.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. Monmar's doors are open to anyone and everyone. You're all welcome to come in too, of course. I'll go hop in the kitchen.
Huh. Fair enough. November 9th, 6:20 p.m. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye!
This food tastes so good. And yet strangely salty.
Oh dear.
Paulette?
Huh? What is it?
Well, nothing, but...
Hey! What you crying for, mister?
Aww. He's in for a long ride, if that's anything to go by. There might be a light at the end of the tunnel for him, though. Even if he will have to keep proving his sincerity to earn it. True, but if he can, I'm sure everything will work out for the best. Alright then, that's another job well done. I bet he earns a boatload, so you better get ready to pay up. And you know, no matter how damn good a race car driver he is, I'm not sure I want to accept him as Yume's dad. It doesn't hurt to be happy for people, Van. I might be with him there. Only just met Paulette, but I can tell she's a lovely woman who deserves only the best. All the regulars downstairs love her too. I've been in her debt for years myself. Still, I can't imagine it'll be easy for him to get back into her good graces. So I'll just sit back and watch smugly till he does. Yeah, he should suffer a little for all he's done. I'd say a lot for all he's done, but okay. He's really gonna have his work cut out if he wants the old man and the kid to welcome him into their lives too. I think you all need to be a little more forgiving of others. He cheated. It's like he broke the trust. No. Changing the subject, however, we certainly had some interesting developments on another front, didn't we? Did we ever? Even if it feels like the number of questions that need answering has only increased. Well, we've had dinner and we've still got plenty of time left before we need to call it a day. You mind getting to work, Katra? Not at all. This is our time to shine. Yeah, I think this should be enough data to narrow down the triggers for making Mare appear. If you'll give me a hand, I should be able to have the job done by tonight even. I would be delighted to. I have a wireless network set up already, so that should help. You've been getting yourselves all set up here while I wasn't looking, huh? I think that's a good thing. We can't rely on Ren for every little thing after all. Just don't expect me to work as fast as she does. I don't think I have that in me. Yeah, she is quite the tech wizard. The infamous Kitty is extraordinarily capable as a hacker. No ordinary operator could hope to compare. All of you might as well be using some kind of magic to me. As long as they're willing to do all the work, I'm not even gonna think about it. Just leave the tech to the pros. So, do you think you'll be able to turn into the Grendel without putting yourself in mortal danger? In theory, it should be possible. Looks like Anya's being in the vicinity with at least one Genesis is a mandatory condition, though. So far, you've constantly been putting yourself in serious danger to transform and help us win. So I sincerely hope there's some way for you to transform without having to resort to that. And we should be conscious of what Mare said about not relying on the Grendel too much. We'll all do what we can to support you so that you don't have to. I won't let you always shoulder most of the burden yourself. I won't either. I'm gonna keep getting stronger so I can help more. I don't actually care how much danger you have to put yourself in, but I'm not down to have you always steal our thunder. As the concierge, assigned to support you, I have been opposed to exposing yourself to unnecessary risk from the start. Listen here. I'm inclined to agree. After what Mare said, I think this is something you should absolutely only use against the strongest of opponents. Fine. The more people who come work for me, the less I feel like I'm the one in charge. Do you have something else you want to say? Nope, not at all. Man, someone's whipped. Oh, by the way, we still don't have any idea why we couldn't understand some of what Mare was saying, right? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
I'm being gracious enough to lend you a helping hand as a under the influence of the Just be careful. Using it too much will cause
Like, why would that... Like, the other ones, I could imagine, like, there being some kind of protective element to it. But this one, it's like, why would you not let him know? We heard what she was saying. It was more like our brains couldn't process it or something. That's how I would put it. It was almost as if we were listening to an audio recording, and part of it was replaced by noise. Yeah, kind of creepy if we're being real here. It was like we came dangerously close to one of this world's many secrets. I'm sorry, I just forget I said something so silly. I've clearly read one too many books. No, you're right on the money. I don't think it was silly at all. If anything, it sounds right. I think it's a possibility we ought to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. Maybe a client?
Oh, I got through! Phew, I was worried I didn't have the right number.
That sounds like... Ashen?
晚上好. Good evening, guys.
Hello.
It feels feels like I haven't talked to you in ages.
It's good to see you again, Ashen. It really is. What are you calling about? Decided to give up on Zhao and go after this old fart instead? Of course not. You shut up, Aaron. I hope he hasn't been raising too much of a ruckus over in Edith, by the way. Especially when it comes to women. About that. It does come home smelling like perfume sometimes. What can I say? I like getting to know people. Can we be serious for 5 minutes around here? Also, I'm 5 years younger than Zhao, I'll have you know. I believe you know that off the top of your head. Also, sorry to ask, but I don't think we've met before. I assume she is connected to Heiwei in some manner? Oh, Aaron did mention that you have some new part-timers. I'm Ashen Lu. I'm indeed part of one of the families of Heiwei. Wait, your new part-timers are a maid and a pretty boy? Arkwright Solutions never settles for average, does it? Our cast is a colourful one, yeah. So what's this about? Is Zhao causing trouble again? I wouldn't say that. He's as busy as always. And actually, I didn't just call you on behalf of Heiwei today. This message is from several others too. Really now? What message? Well, Baba had the chance to talk to a few other important people with different affiliations the other day. And apparently the topic ended up shifting to you guys, and they agreed to do a little something special for you. Special? You know, for all you've done for the people of Longport, Tharbad, and Basil. Consider it a special thank you gift from everyone. Hang on a minute. The important people you're talking about wouldn't happen to be...
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Sharid, the Basel Institute of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation.
What?
They all want you to spend 2 nights at the 5-star Hekizanro Inn in the Eastward Hot Springs paradise of Longlai.
Oh, well, isn't that lovely?
Your tickets should arrive shortly.
Evening, special delivery. Message for you, sir. It's the name of the game, everyone. November 9th, 8:05 p.m. There's Yums. She's adorable. Ho! Run. Run. There's no way there isn't more to this than it seems. Of course. But it's true we've been real busy lately. Would be a good chance to get some R&R. Man, Longlai sure brings back some memories.
Your mindset is very different from that of others. It has long convinced you that there is no place for you in this world. And that is, from my perspective, proof positive that you still have so much to learn. For everything in this world is connected. I'm sure you will one day come to that realization yourself, with enough first-hand experience.
He always tried to pretend he was normal, but he was anything but. Wish I'd been able to avenge him, but that chance is long gone by now. Still, I suppose Longlai wouldn't be a bad place to visit to pay my respects, since I can't get over to his grave. My crew could use a break about now, too. Anyway, guess I'll go wander around for a while before turning in. We're going to be away for 3 days. I want to make sure everything's in order before we head out. Time for the rounds! There's a lot of dots here. Kind of want to see what's going on with, like... Oh. Paulette. Hey, Paulette. You guys closing up for shop for the day? You're kicking up dust there, Van. We are. We had a really good day today. Lots of customers. But if you want anything, just let me know. We'll still be open for a bit longer. Look how much dust you kick up on the ground here. On the floor, like... Yums is just kicking up loads of dust. Right. Like that, look. Boof, 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 boof. Oh, only in certain spots. Right, I'll let you know, No need to say anything, Van. It's okay. Thanks for looking out for me and Yume. I really appreciate it. It caught me off guard seeing him, but I don't regret it. I'm glad we got to sit down and talk. Alright, if you're sure. If he starts giving you trouble, let me know and I'll deal with him. But it doesn't look like he'll be a nuisance. I think, anyway. Not from how he was acting, at least, so maybe I don't gotta worry after all? Thank you, but I don't think you do. He's making sure to put my and Yume's feelings first. Not to pry, but do she and your old man know anything? No, not yet. I plan to talk to them soon. But it won't be an easy conversation to have with either of them, especially Yume. I'm a little worried about her. She'll be fine. She's a good kid. Gotcha. She might be too young for that kind of talk. That's what I'm thinking too. Might speak with my dad about it first, but I don't know how to approach it yet. I might have an idea. Well, if you two are up for it. Well, I've said what I think needs to be said. The rest is up to her. Back to patrolling I go. What did you say? Don't do that. Like, you keep things hidden from us.
This feels relaxing.
I bet it does. A lovely cup of tea. Do-de-do. Sweep it up. I think I saw that weird guy before. Where, though? Oh yeah, there was a guy in the Tyrell Times. He looked like him. You're something else. Saw right through his disguise, didn't you? No way she'd remember what he looks like. They broke up before she was born. Yeah. He was super weird. He kept crying all the time. Why was he so sad? I should try and cheer him up next time. Maybe he needs a pat on the back. Talk about rubbing salt in the wound. Can't say he didn't have it coming, though. Again, he cheated. Oh, Lashkar, how's the guild working? You said you've been helping out with the reception and stuff? It's been great. I've been doing a lot more than I thought I would. They've been showing me how to handle requests, how to assign backup to on-site braces. It's really cool getting to see how they all work together. Oh, and because this is their HQ in Calvert, we get to hear about what's going on across the whole country. I'm glad to hear it. I was kind of worried you found it boring, honestly. But yeah, you keep this up and you're gonna be a whole new Lashkar when you come back to the village. You bet I am. I'm gonna be the best bracer that Creil Village has ever seen. It's about you, Kana. How's the whole gunsmith thing? Well, it certainly isn't like the smithing I've been doing. It's still very smithing, though, if that makes sense. Makes sense given Sylvie's worldview. She draws a lot of inspiration from her ancestors too, just like me. Sylvie can be awfully strict, but I don't mind it. Having her correct my mistakes will help me make me a better artisan. For a while, I was sort of balancing old school smithing philosophy with all the new protocols and stuff for new age machines. But gunsmiths are kind of weird middle ground. Guns aren't cutting edge, but they're not stone age either. Might actually be the place for me though. If I can get good at it, I think I'll be set. I really learned a lot about how bracers work and conduct themselves. Man, I can't wait to grow up. I'll be in the capital for a few more days. Maybe I can meet a super big bracer and talk to them about stuff. Alright, let's speak to you again now. Thank you, Van. I'll talk to Yume about your offer. Oh, I'm sure she'll chomp at the bit for an opportunity to take a vacation. Don't sweat it. I always like to go the extra selge on a job, you get me? Oh. 3 days is a bit on the long side, but I think she'll be alright. Ah, so we're taking Yume with us while she talks to her dad. That's what I'm thinking there. I think she's about the age for a trip like that. She can handle herself. I see.
Can't go wrong with any of. See you again.
Probably. Oh, is it? I freed up some of my time, so I thought I might help clean the kitchen. Were you discussing something with Montmart's staff? Yeah, nothing bad though. I plan on telling everyone tomorrow. Well, I look forward to hearing the details then. I must say, these utensils and cutlery are very well kept, almost like they're invisible. Montmartre keeps itself wonderfully clean. I will need to help maintain that spotless reputation. Can I go through here? No. It's worth a try. bastard went home, did he? There's no way, is there? Not a good look he's wearing. Probably best to leave him be right now.
Pick something already. Be seeing you.
Oh, sorry, I'm going. Jeez. So, let's check upstairs with everyone. Ooh. Off indeed. Zealous is charging right now. Could have fooled me. He looks like he's just sitting there. Yeah, that's how you charge. It's like us sleeping. It looks like you're just lying there. It's like, yeah, I'm sleeping. I actually just finished analyzing Mare's data. Young seemed quite interested in how holocores worked as well. I thought I had an idea of typical construction and assembly, but Mare's is a framework I've never seen before. Sorry to take up all your time with that. I really owe you one. Oh, no problem. Learning more about her and holocores in general fascinates me. This project was well worth my time. You're taking the nightly rounds again tonight? You know, you're markedly different from how I imagined you'd be. You're more serious, I suppose. Nah, I just like waiting till night to start screwing around. Besides, night is when they show all the juicy shit in the theaters you can't see during the day. And I take back what I just said. Oh dear. At any rate, I should have Mare fully analysed tonight. That's still right on schedule. I'll have the report ready tomorrow morning. Cool. So who's on the roof? How is it November already? Started getting really cold all of a sudden. How about you head back inside then? I don't do paid sick leave, so don't you go catching a cold on me. Fine. I've just been thinking to myself a lot. My prof's words are floating around in my head. That stuff about having what it takes. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let it get me down. I know I have the heart of a real Kruger warrior. Nothing anyone says can change that. Again, he's trying to push you in a good direction. That's why the little smirks there every so often. It's like, yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. I just have to be strong enough that even my brother respects me. He does. Again, we've seen the little smiles. Like he's very, very, very happy with your progress. If I keep working hard and getting stronger, like I'm already doing, I'll be that full-fledged warrior. Just you watch. That's the spirit, kiddo. Ain't always bad to have a chip on your shoulder. Just don't go pushing yourself too hard over it, yeah? Yeah. Oh, what are Theo and Creil up to? Oh. It's really neat seeing a drone and a cat talking to each other. They're gonna flip back home when I write about it. Yeah, they won't know what is going on. What do you mean a robot was talking to a cat? Mer. Oh. Response, anger. Calculating motive, unable to identify. Yeah, this ain't going anywhere. Just leave them alone, alright? Can't exactly reason with cats. You poke your nose in there and you'll just cause a commotion. Understood. Theo will moderate voice volume at night so as to not disturb local felines. Did understand. He looks like a bush with his hair on end. Guess this is his turf and he wants us gone. Suffered greater than expected time loss while collecting laundry. Now updating cat database entry with metadata tag sensitive. I mean, yeah, a cat sees some weird robot thing in its neighborhood, cat flips out. But hey, maybe they'll get used to you. Maybe. Maybe there's a book where you can learn how to speak cat. Remember when that was a thing? It's like, oh, it's gone now. Not a thing anymore. It's a shame, I enjoyed that. Especially when we
Thanks
went
for stopping by.
over to Tokyo Xanadu and we could translate one of the random cats there. Just one. They really shelled out for that camera in Basil's Verne Plaza. It doesn't just take pictures, it can record live video too, like broadcast equipment. I heard about this little store with some killer deals. Wonder if I can snag one of those cameras for cheap. Video is really, really big for me, I noticed. If I can get my own video recorder, I can make my own films. Well, good luck on that. Wait, what? You want to go to Basil? Seriously? I do. I want to go to Basil Institute. I want to do the kind of work that Katra's doing. I can learn more about engineering and take classes with professors and make new things, and I can sell the stuff I make. Then the Verne company will hire me. Then I'll have to do interviews. On second thought, scratch that. I'm too far gone. I can't talk with normies like that. I'll die. Baby steps here, baby steps. Just focus on the smaller things for now. Yeah, I do that. I'm always thinking like 15,000 steps ahead. And it's like, oh God, it's too much. Like, you haven't even taken the first step. So Rebecca took this online entrance exam thing for Basil University. And she got a perfect score, which is a waste because she's never going to Basil University. Why? That would require setting foot outside her house, and she hasn't done that in 10 years. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. First step.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Bargain
Do
pin.
you know?
No,
I hope
okay.
to see you again.
I think about the Basil Institute a lot. How cool it would be to study there. Wish I could just pack my bags and go right now, but then I'd have to see people and talk to them and it's not happening. Just thinking about it makes me want to curl up and hide. Can't you take online courses at this point?
Really? Come again.
I imagine you can.
If you want.
I will. Yeah, we'll start down here actually. The sauna really hit the spot today. I saw some teenager in there too. Couldn't have been older than 15 or 16. I could see the bags under his eyes, probably preparing for entrance exams. I worry for the lad. Huh. Nosy, I know, but I can't help worrying about him as a neighbor. Kids like sticking it to the man at that age, just breaking rules for the sake of breaking them. I also just noticed, though. We got another Daswani one. We do have two with you, and I'd say you two are more important. Because you're in the main group. Maybe we'll get a third. Free time, maybe. Next month is looking... Ooh, that's tight there. Fuel price hikes are really gonna bite us. Wonder how much a trip to Remeferi would run me. You've been planning that for a while, haven't you? Yep, my grandpa and his family immigrated from there some time ago. I'd love to see the country for myself. My job as a clerk is well and good, but it doesn't give me much vacation time. I'd love to go on a trip or two. Gotcha. She's a character for sure. Well, just gotta keep at it. You'll get your time in the sun one day, I'm sure. Thanks for the vote of confidence. But yeah, I've wanted to go for a while now. Maybe I should give it some thought. Maybe. Grandpa and his family immigrated from Remeferi quite some time ago. He would always tell us about how beautiful of a place it was, how blue the water was, how clear the glaciers were, and he loved the people there. I really would like to go there someday, maybe one of these summers. I can plan a trip. Maybe.
Stepping inside?
Welcome, welcome. 200 mera for a dip. Bathe. Some time alone.
That's the stuff.
Does the mind wonders.
I feel good as new.
Do you?
Come back anytime.
Anytime. Alright, what's going on with you guys in here? That annoying little buzzard Zora drives me up the wall. This is my house. I put up with her so she can stand to put up with me. Neither Zora nor Curtis give a damn what their breadwinner thinks. Oh, got more. Nobody does, I swear. Drives me mad. Incidentally, where has that boy run off to? Haven't seen him around lately. And whatever, as if I care. Dear oh dear. Curtis lashed out at me. He said I was a distraction. Doesn't want me to enter his room and break his concentration. Feel hurt, my poor boy. But while his grades have markedly improved as of late, perhaps that truly is what he needed. That said, if his grades fall again, He can bet I'll be back in there. Oh dear, oh dear. Who does he think he is, just lazing about in the living room? What a cockroach! He can prance about and bang his chest all he pleases, but he won't get so much as a glass of water from me. Dear, oh dear. Sometimes I wonder how I fell in love with that man to begin with. Yeah, there's definitely issues. Maybe go to couples therapy or something? Maybe? Goodness, time flies when you're speaking with Jin. Before I knew it, night had already fallen. There's still much we need to go over, so I'll be back at it in the morning. Heard that a fellow priest visited Father Nikolai today, but I'm not sure who. Apparently he's a high-ranking father from the Grand Cathedral. What would bring someone of his stature here, I wonder? Never have been able to get a read on Father Nikolai. It's got me curious now, just what kind of person is he?
The goddess of the sky is always watching over us.
Always. In my youth, I studied under Bishop Orwell at the Edith Grand Cathedral. He has truly earned his title, junior only to the Archbishop. I deeply admire his candor and diligence. The nostalgia. Much time has passed since those wonderful days. But those experiences have shaped me into the man I am today. I have Bishop Orwell to thank for that. I was quite the troublemaker in my youth, if you could believe it. Bishop Orwell was right to set me straight. I often find myself nostalgic for those days. I'm a much different man now. Nostalgic. Okay. Alright, so what's going on here then? Dad! I'm home! Oh, it's so good to see you again. How have you been, bud? Yeah, I've been okay. Oh, but check out Zeros, though. They're this AI and they can speak, and they're super amazing. I see. I've got a lot to catch up on from the sound of it. I want to hear all about it, Harry. Let's hit the baths, okay? You got it. It was a fine month in Eurasium, but I'm glad to be back home. Feels like the kids are growing up faster while I'm away. It's good to get time to relax again. Work is finally smoothing out. Hey, Dad, you eat dinner? Want me to make you an omelette? Oh, well, goodness, Harry, since when did you learn to cook? I leave for a month and my balls all grown up. I miss so much. Aww. Oh, Mr. Hawker's back. Harry and Sheena are really having fun. I love when everyone's smiling. It makes me happy. I want to play with them tomorrow and the day after that and then. Mr. Hawker, it's been forever since I saw you. Hey, Sheena, sorry I had to saddle you folks with Harry for the whole month. That's okay, we got along fine. I got kind of tough sometimes, but I'm a big girl now, so I could handle it. I leave for a month and Sheena's a completely different girl. Kids these days. They grow up so fast. You have to in a world that's advancing so fast, like jeez. Alright, guess who's got some souvenirs for you? Let's head on back, okay? I'll walk you home. Okay, I'm sure my mum and dad will say hi too. It is only proper after all. Oh, dearie me, I nod off to sleep just for a little bit and the whole day slips away. I best head on home now. Nights like these are when I feel the loneliest, but then winter is on the horizon too. Perhaps I should warm myself back up with some hot borscht from Montmartre. Okay. It's nights like these where I can't help thinking back. Oh, on a lot of things, really. But perhaps it's best I take my mind off those things. I'll take a quick nap and then head to Montmartre. Their borscht is lovely this time of year. Am I saying that right, borscht? Probably not. A little runt from the church has been following me everywhere. Didn't even have the chance to buy groceries because she was tailing me. And I get the feeling she'll be back tomorrow. What am I going to do with her? At least Brenda's gotten herself sorted out. I've got the other boy to babysit too, in all likelihood. Oh. You can't eat if you don't work. You're not gonna help out with the store, then don't bother coming back home. Fine, I'll go and live my life all by myself, there. I know you don't want me around anyway. What was that? This old hag can't hear you? Nothing. Aw, guys. You again. Get off my back, bitch. What's your deal, dude? This is my neighborhood too. You saying I ain't got a right to be here? He's right and I freaking hate it. He's killing my vibe here. But there we go. I'm so sorry. I wish I could get him to stop causing so much trouble. He's not as destructive as he used to be, at the very least. If only he'd listened to what his old lady says, I could rest easy at night. Jeez.
Looking is always free, you know.
You
Come
keep
back
saying
for more
that.
anytime.
But why do I end up being charged every time? So strange. Alrighty, that should pop out nicely. Just a little more over here. Drawing the jacket cover for Jess's new record. Wasn't sure how I'd make it work, but once I stopped overthinking things, the ideas just flowed right onto the paper. It's really coming along now. Might have it done today. Man, I haven't sat down and drawn since I graduated school, but still calms me right down. I should do this more often. I forgot how relaxing it was. I'm gonna have to thank Jess for letting me do it. I haven't been able to make it to any concerts lately, but I'm gonna hit up the next one for sure. Right, are we done in Old Town? I think we are. Where can we actually go this time, though? So we've got Riverside, Tyrell, and the Blacklight District at night. Ooh, okay, so we've got quite a few things around. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at doing simulator tests. Before going on vacation, Rosette wants to do a test on some new functionality currently under development for the virtual simulator. She requested that if I had the time, she'd love some help. Van contacted Rosette and returned to the office. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Arkwright. I hate to impose like this, especially so late, but I sincerely appreciate it. Don't mention it. You said you were testing some features in development for the simulator, right? Are you sure I'm the man you want for that? Sounds like it could go way over my head. Certainly. As a matter of fact, there's something that only you can help me with. Would you please take your Zephyr out for me? Is it going to be related to Grendel? My Zephyr, what do you want with that? The holocore system gathers a wide variety of data through the Zephyr, not just biological information. This time, I'd like to test location information-based shard replication functionality to... Perhaps it'd be faster if I just show you. Are you ready to begin? I didn't really get all that, but sure! You just need me to connect my Zephyr, right? I'm in. Am I in? Well, this is lovely. So where is this? Creil Village? Correct. Our records indicate that this dataset was generated 2 months ago. This reflects the village's state upon you accepting Miss Al-Fayed's request. Really now? So you use something like geographical data to make this copy of the village? That's storing a lot of data. Man, your tech just keeps throwing curveballs at me. Yeah, even the villagers are going through their motions. It's like some kind of memory quartz. Due to the high information density in these settings, the fine details aren't perfectly accurate. Do pardon that. It looks exactly the same! Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out. This was before you tagged along anyway. Indeed it was. Seeing now that this village is quite the homely place. Though we haven't implemented audio emulation quite yet, I can almost hear the ambience of this village already. Yeah, backwater through and through, and all the beauty that comes with. That reminds me, the village is hosting their harvest festival soon. Bet they'll dress the place up nice and pretty for that. I see. I would be interested in participating myself someday. Now, let us advance to the next memory. Those orange lanterns are gorgeous. They sure are. Looks like we're in Langport's eastern quarter now. When we came here a while back, we had to deal with Hayway and Almata. Still enjoyed seeing this place again, though. Hard not to get wrapped up in all its eastern charms. I know what you mean. The vermilion lights are quite beautiful. And the gorgeous night sky is enchanting. Not sure if I'd go that far, but yeah, the night view is pretty darn great. And so's the ocean view from the harbour, especially in the evening. Is it now? Then let me extract the evening data. You're just doing it on the fly, okay. Yet another curveball. You weren't exaggerating, the view from here is breathtaking. Sorry if it's a little much. Oh, it isn't at all. I could watch the gentle swaying of the waves for hours. In that case, why don't you come here in person sometime? There's a mountain of delicious food, and the Eastern Theatre performances alone are worth the trip. Don't tell Aaron that. That all sounds lovely. I think I'll do that someday. Triple dart? I hate to put an end to this, but we have our test results now. I'll go ahead and end the simulation. Oh, I thought we were going to see Tharbad next, but nope. We're back. Strictly speaking, we never left the room in the first place. How do you feel about this new functionality test? Good. A reminder of how crazy shard tech really is, that's for sure. Honestly, I'm even more excited to see this fully realized than I am the combat simulation portion. I agree with you. Thankfully, we managed to record some excellent data. Things will hopefully continue to progress smoothly. But I gotta say, you look pretty happy while we were doing that test. As embarrassed as I'd be to admit it, I can't claim otherwise. All I had until now were pictures and videos from other places. For a while I thought they'd be all I'd have, and I was content just imagining them. But thanks to you, Mr. Arkwright, I now get to experience such places for myself. Aww. If I hadn't taken so long to join you, I might have even been able to see the places we just simulated. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of the others. We could still visit the places. You've been through a hell of a lot in your life, haven't you? Don't mean to pry, but it's the impression I got after what happened last trip. That would be a fair assessment, yes. Regardless of that, I owe a great debt of gratitude toward the Marduk Company, and Mr. Thorndyke by extension. I wouldn't be here helping as your concierge if it weren't for them. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity. That, in and of itself, is a great privilege, and more than enough for me to feel fulfilled and satisfied. Don't gotta be so humble. We're happy to have you here too, you know? And don't forget, we've got our trip to Long Lai coming up too. I know it's all kinda last minute and not exactly meant for us, so we might not really have all that much time to relax. But I still hope you get to enjoy yourself while we're here. You deserve it just as much as anyone else. Thank you, Mr. Arkwright. Just the opportunity to join you is exhilarating. Whether it's the local cuisine, the beautiful vistas, or the relaxing hot springs, I'm looking forward to it all. Aww. With the simulated test concluded, Van left the room. After that, he resumed his nighttime patrol.
I almost forgot I was on the clock for a moment there.
Ooh, not bad. So we should get to 5 on the next one, right? For Van, that is. Something I do want to check.
This late?
I don't know. Yeah, Hermes. Just remembered. Where are you? Order delivery. Guess I'll order a little something from Hermes.
What can I get you?
Well, if it isn't Van, pleasure doing business with you again. Equipment delivery, we should have a look at that. Because I want to see, is there still nothing better for Van? Like, we got something, but... Doesn't look like I can get, like, the cat thing I wanted. Item delivery, maybe? Like, no. Nothing there.
I'll back anytime.
I will. Right, what we'll do then is we'll use this as a place to end this part. In the next part, we'll see about doing Anya's bookstore intel gathering, and then we'll see about doing the rounds in the Blacklight District and Tyrell. Or maybe we'll go to Riverside, and then Tyrell, and then Blacklight and Satan, just so we get the key event there, because I imagine they're different key events. Be odd for them to be on, like, the same one on 2 different maps, wouldn't it? It just would be. It just would be. So anyway, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.